All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are blessed in many ways. As the Bitcoin price last night has come up to its bugs area, the level we were patiently waiting for yesterday during the live stream, when the Bitcoin price was chopping around down here. Get into the chopper. Quick. If you want to live, get into the chopper. We say this yellow line is the no trade zone. We're going to wait for either the price to come to the top of the range or to the bottom of the range. And what do you know? We done did come to the bottom of the range. Making for a beautiful short trade. Oh, man. Make sure to like the dang stream, guys, because if we can get 1,000 likes in the first half hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 United States Tether imaginary crypto money that's tethered to the dollar somehow. Maybe they have the dollars, maybe they don't. We don't know. We don't care, baby, because we're trading. We got our monocles on, baby. Yes, of course, we got the monocle on today to inspect the price action. All right. Absolutely, we've got the monocle. Wow, would you look at that? Look at the wrinkles on the forehead. Obviously, this man trades all day and all night, and it's showing because he's aging too quickly. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Dave Digital. He says, Kartik, have you hit the like button? Alex says, is BLOFIN really no KYC? Yeah. Is it safe? I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But it is offering up some juicy 10% cash back up to $1,000 future bonus. I've had no problems on it. Is any exchange really safe? I mean, let's be honest. How the heck could we know? All right? How the heck could we know? But look, don't keep all your capital on the exchange, all right? Shout out to Bullish on Parade. No Kamala Red Dot, please. Shout out to Random Stuffs TV, 1K Imaginary Money. Shout out to Rady El Gallo with his monocle. Shout out to Mr. Pilono and Mag Max Cherry. Shout out to Albert Hoffman, who loves Bitcoin. Shout out to Joel B. He says, Daddy Plunger. Shout out to Dave Digital. He says, BLOFIN is fine. Look, I've never had a problem on BLOFIN. I like the exchange. But, guys, as with all exchanges, you always need to be careful. Whenever you are not holding your own crypto, if it's in a hot wallet, if it's in an exchange wallet, who knows, man? You know, FTX was an American-owned company featured in Forbes magazine. And how did that turn out? Pretty dang bad, all right? Shout out to Quality Crypto. He says, tether these cojones. Whatever that means, my friend. Shout out to Jake Games Naat, who says, what's up, Jason? Rap about Kamala Harris. I don't know if I can. Shout out to Austin Mowry and Preparing for War, holding it down with a wrench. Shout out to Liberty. In Liberty we trust. Shout out to Hex Hodl, still mourning over by you. Shout out to HFG. Shout out to Jagadish OP. Shout out to Syed Muhammad Ali. Shout out to Dale Russell, who says, boom, baby. All right. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. We're going to get into this juicy price action, guys, and discuss what has been happening here on the chart. All right. So, look, we did get a move to the top of the range, just like we were waiting for yesterday, right? Patiently waiting for either a move to the top of the range or to a move to the bottom of the range. And as we speak, we are coming to a very important zone of support, which is the middle of the range. We take a fixed volume pull throughout the entirety of all this, and you can see we are at the point of control of all of this price action right here. This is the halfway point of the range. If we are going to lose this, our next target is going to be 62.8 at the value area low of the range, and of course, I am hoping maybe that we get a move back down to the chickens are thirsty, or even down to you will own nothing and be happy. The two next areas of support that we have on the chart. And of course, heading on over to TradingView right now, let's quickly remove some of this stuff on our chart. We understand the situation is getting a little bit dire here, as the red dot on the daily time frame has confirmed back on Monday, September 23rd, 2024, El Punto Rojo, the Mexican gangster who is trying to smuggle all those purple candles down to the south side of the border of support and resistance. And also, we do have on the 4-hour time frame a double drive right now of the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern. All right. Now, as we have been waiting for, honestly, since Monday, we've been saying that the Sunday high is likely to be taken out, right? Most of the time over the weekend, when Bitcoin is ranging, you expect the highs and the lows of the range to be revisited. So we made this high on Sunday over here, which is why we were waiting patiently for the short trade to come in around this area, the bugs level. We're looking to take the stop hunt out. We have people short from here. They put the stop loss over the last high. You simply stop them out, and then the market maker reverse the price down to the point of control of the range. Right? So that's what happened. And that's why I was still expecting higher prices since Sunday, even though we confirmed El Punto Rojo on Monday. If you guys remember, 2 days ago, I got on here and I said, look, I expect El Punto Rojo. This is not the top yet. I expect another push to the upside. Was this the push? Well, we're going to get into that. Okay? We are going to get into that. But I would like to say the 4-hour time frame, when we made that next push to the upside, we did see the money flow getting lower over time. And we saw the momentum waves getting lower over time, which is known colloquially as the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern. Whereas the price is getting higher, Sam Bankman-Fried man breasts are in fact getting lower here. In fact, what I like to do is I like to take a little screenshot and place it over market Cipher B and stretch it out. And you can clearly see how, yes, the money flow, the red pepperoni nipples, everything is getting lower as the price is getting higher. Now, so far, we haven't seen any major sign of weakness yet. And the reason I say we haven't seen any major sign of weakness yet, even in the face of 4-hour bearish divergences, is because of the fact that we have not seen a sign of weakness in the sense of a market structure change on our higher term, medium term timeframes. On our 4-hour time frame, we have still not changed market structure. We have not seen a daily close below 62K, which is going to be our very important zone. As you guys know, the chickens are thirsty is the first level around 62.3. And then, of course, you will own nothing and be happy right around $61,000. This is the local range that we basically have to trade right now. And so far, we haven't closed any candles below here with a major sign of weakness. So for right now, what I am looking for actually is another move down into the zone where potentially we can now look for the long trade. Because remember, most of the time, the assets are ranging sideways, right? It's actually kind of rare that we're getting a large move to the upside or a large move to the downside. Most of the time, we're simply just ranging sideways. You know what I'm saying? Ranging sideways, and then we get the move, right? Ranging sideways, and then we get the move, right? Ranging sideways, and then we get a little move, but then we come back to ranging sideways, all right? And then sometimes, yeah, we have an extended period of a large move to the upside, which we kind of saw last week. But that's an anomaly, right? So we expect what happens most of the time is probably going to be what's happening here right now, especially since we do have a green dot on the weekly. All right, green dot on the weekly confirmed. In my opinion, this could give us more push to the upside. The yellow oscillator on market Cipher B is still standing straight up. It's coming higher than it was before when we were making those highs in July. And so this technically is a bullish divergence, technically speaking, in a sense that although the price is getting lower, the strength of this yellow VWAP is getting higher. Now, I know people might call that a hidden bearish div, but in the case of the market Cipher B yellow oscillator, I do not call that a bearish div because this is a very strong indicator that indicates the strength of a move that is happening on the chart. All right. So when we look at the momentum wave on the daily, we can see that it's still pretty flat, right? This is not showing conviction that El Punto Rojo is actually going to be sweeping those candlesticks under the carpet to wreck everybody who's in a long trade, right? This is looking like we could still just consolidate in this range before we get another big move. So is there a chance right now that the high is in? The answer is yes. And the fact that we made another high last night into our key level is actually, in my opinion, a little bit more evidence that potentially the high is in. But once again, when we are looking at just the overall volume that we've been trading here in this range, right? Going all the way back to February 2024, we still are above that value area high of the range, still above $60,000, which means as long as we are above $60,000, there's no reason why we can't expect this uptrend of basically our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high to continue, right? And as long as we don't make a lower low, as long as we're not coming down below that, basically $58,000, this is still a viable uptrend, right? This is also happening in the context of a low, a high, a macro high or low, and so our next target still is reasonable to be that $67,000 area where we have the trend line, we have the point of control of the range, and we also have the Fibonacci area between the 786 and the 618 coming in right in that zone. All right, so we have a lot of intersectionality up there. All right, shout out to all my fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students majoring in trans, carbon, non-binary emission gender studies, because I know how much you guys love intersectionality. Well, we have a lot of it up here. All things intersecting together to show that the next major area of resistance is going to be coming in around $67,000, so long as we don't change market structure here on these lower time frames. And so, as we look at what's happening locally right now, we're going to zoom into our 1 hour time frame. This has been such a choppy range for the past few days. We definitely right now are seeing money flow kind of coming out in the 1 hour, which is not the best look. When we go to our 24-minute time frame, we are seeing the potential of the money flow getting higher here. So I say, depending on how this range plays out, if we get a very fast move down to below the $62,000 area right now, we are setting ourselves up nicely for those bullish divergences, right? In fact, depending on how this plays out, like let's say we get a really fast move coming up. New York is just back from lunch. We get a big drop. We lose POC. Right? The way market Cipher B looks now, I mean, that looks pretty dang good. We got multiple big BitBoy green dots on the bottom, bullish divergences. And so what we really need to be looking out for is the following, because we understand that there are bearish divergences here. We understand that there are potential top signals in. And so we do want to be cautious long. What does that mean to be cautious? You hear people say, yes, I'm looking for longs, but I'm being cautious. Yes, I'm looking for a long trade, but I'm being cautious. And you're like, well, what do you mean you're looking for a long trade? Did you look or not? All right, take off the monocle. Jeez, Jason Casper. What does that mean? All right, it means this. If we're coming down to the level, all right, come down to the level, and we just stay forever, I'd say don't take a long. But if we come down to the level and we have bullish divergences, and then we are trading back above the level, to me, that's a fake out. That means we have come down to what's the level? The chickens are thirsty and you will own nothing and be happy. We come down to those levels here. And when we see the bullish divergence and also the price coming back above the level, telling us the market maker have fake out to the bears. Okay? And then we can look for something like this back into the middle of the range, potentially, guys, up to our $67,000 level, right? So because I am still have this bias of it's most probable that the $67,000 level is going to happen, that means when I'm looking for these long trades, right, and I get some kind of confirmation, then I can target that $67,000 level. And of course, if we don't get this exact trade here, there's other setups that we've given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Shout out to the Casper Crew, the best trading community in the world, at jasoncaspertrading.com to join the community. And by the way, guys, in the Casper Crew, not only do we have multiple instructors trading multiple assets, doing multiple live streams every single day, but we also have game day coming up this Friday where we will be giving away thousands of dollars worth of prizes, including free memberships and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. To join the best trading community in the world, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP right down here. Also, guys, if you want to trade on MEXC, best deal on fees, link in the description and the pinned comment, 0% limit order fee, 0.01% market order fee. Also, right now, BLOFIN does not require KYC. MEXC does. You got to use a Paolu ID. Paolo, Pillow, we don't know. Us Americans, we don't know anything about other countries, especially tiny little island countries. But I will tell you this, BLOFIN does not require KYC. It will give you 10% cash back of everything you deposit until October 20th, plus up to a $1,000 future bonus. Plus, depending on your trading volume, you can win all these juicy prizes. So, very interesting, very interesting. Bitcoin just made another low right here. Let's take a look at market Cipher B. Let's see how she's looking here. She's looking ambiguous. I would say maybe we can get a little bit of a move up from here. Maybe we can get a little bit of a move up from here because this is support, right? Let's be honest, this is support. Let's pull this volume again on TradingView here. Oh man, we are just so reluctant to tap that POC on the ByBit USD pair. That's so interesting. This is an area of support. We have to recognize that when you are coming down to the high volume node of range, you could find support here, right? If we're just going to continue up and this kind of arc pattern, this curve pattern is going to continue, this is where the bounce could happen from, guys, all right? But if we lose this, then it becomes very likely that we take the liquidity, right? And then we potentially get the reversal from there. All right, so this is an interesting trading week for Bitcoin because obviously we are stuck in the range. We are just stuck in the range. All right, trying to make some change, taking these trades while we're stuck in the range. We got over 1,000 people in the house, though, so make sure to smash up the likes. All right, because, again, we do have 8 minutes to give away $1,000. We got to give a shout-out to everybody in the chat. And then we can get into all the other assets that we're going to be looking at today. Shout-out to Joker Society. Look at Liquidation's heat map. It's cooked. Shout-out to Athena, who says, hello, Jason. Crypto Face is already short the market. Shout out to Best Stuff Media. Tap the like and subscribe for generational wealth. Shout out to Die Moon. Shout out to La Masa. Will you ever recognize the dump, Jason? This is too much. You are effing up my life with your pumps. Okay. Shout out to Lamza. Well, Lamza, yesterday, in my defense, Lamza, in my defense, yesterday, I said, don't take any trades, but wait to take a short from Easy Bugs. We came up to Easy Bugs and got a rejection. I said, don't long unless we come down to the chickens are thirsty. So am I the one messing up your gains? Or are you not being patient with the levels on the chart? Okay? Is it me? Or is it you not paying attention to the levels on the chart? Okay? Who else we got in the chat? In the chart. Alright? Shout out to Crypto Yacht eating pizza. Shout out to Legit Killer. Shout out to Jordan Crypt. Smash the likes. Shout out to Pawan from India. What is going on? Shout out to Deborah. I love your live always. Well, thank you so much. May God bless you. Shout out to Laurel Jack. Buy now. We're going to pump. Last chance to fill the crypto bags. All right. You sound German. Of course we sound German. This is the Eat the Bugs level. Okay. We are talking about right here Klaus Schwab. The one who wants you to eat the bugs and to own nothing. But look, we play his game against him because we go to the chart. And instead of us eating the bugs, we are making the crypto gains. Okay? That was a really bad German accent right there. But of course, yes, we're here to inspect the price action. Okay. All right. So, let's check it out. Let's check out some other crypto coinage. As the Bitcoin, we're going to set an alert if we tap this POC right here, guys. We're going to set an alert if we get another drop to the downside. We're going to take, actually, we'll take a quick look at the order flow and see what is going on. All right. And wow. Okay, so we actually saw some bearish CBD very locally right here. Very, very locally. I mean, very super locally. Like right in this area. We actually saw some longs being absorbed right here. Led to the drop to the downside. Put on net longs and net shorts real quick. We haven't even wrecked all the... Yeah, we wrecked all those longs. So all the longs that got absorbed are now wrecked. And... Whoa! We're hitting that POC, baby! Oh my goodness! Wow! Whoa! Oh no! Look at that 1 minute candle, baby! Look at that crazy wick! Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Oh man, big decrease of open interest. Hang on, what has happened here? Breaking news. Longs absolutely liquidated on that wick to the downside. Wow. Oh my goodness, man. Look at that crazy wick. All right, let's check out market Cipher B on our 24-minute time frame here. Man, that is a crazy wick right there. That is a crazy wick right there. Sheesh. Look at that, man. Absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked those longs, man. That's why, honestly, this is why you don't take a trade in the middle of the range, okay? But man, all right, let's see if we're gonna drop down or get a bounce. All right, we've tapped that point of control, and so we have come down to our first area of support. Let's see what other levels we may have hit here. Did we hit a Fibonacci 786 level? Let's see. We'll pull a fib. Did we front run? We front ran the Fibonacci 786. We front ran it 786. If anybody doesn't know, Fibonacci 786. Here's a picture of her. All right, we were gonna ask her out, but then we chickened out last minute. She really scared us. So you can see the Bitcoin price didn't quite come down to the level, right? 62,893. We didn't quite come down. Man, that is a crazy wick. Look at the 5-second chart. Oh my goodness, guys. This is only on ByBit for sure, right? Is this on any other exchange? Look at that 5-second candle, guys, on ByBit, man. Oh man, almost a 0.6% move on ByBit in a 5-second candle. Oh man, let's go to the 1 second. All right, let's go to the 1 second here. Oh man, guys, would you look at this on the 1 second candle in a second? This is why you should never leverage trade. All right, 0.6% in a second, guys. This is why you should never leverage trade. This is why I only paper trade and use demo accounts only. Because risking is dangerous. Trading is risky. And the point of life is to avoid all risks at all costs. In fact, the biggest risk you could ever take in life is owning something. Which is why we are waiting for you will own nothing and be happy. Because this is the level that we want to get into a long trade from. Okay? My German accent is getting worse by the minute here. Alright? But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right, so we're below the point of control. Unless we reclaim the point of control, chances are higher that we come back down lower. Let's see what's happening on order flow. Uh-oh. I will say this. We do have some shorts opening up at the low. Oh, my goodness. Guys, isn't it so crazy, man, that you don't really have anybody shorting until we get a 0.6% move to the downside in a second. All right, man. You're 1 second too late on that, all right? Maybe you're not, but I mean, come on, man. You're really going to wait until a massive drop to short? That's like waiting until a massive pump to buy. That's like buying the top, shorting the bottom. This is not what you want to do, guys. All right? Just a little patience. Don't let the emotions take over. Don't let the emotions take over! Okay? All right, we'll take a look at some other things. Okay? Yeah, that's crazy. What's that indicator right there? That's called exo charts. All right, that's called exo charts. Look, we might get a little bit of a move up from here. I don't know. I really don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know, because that was a huge wick, and we didn't really come down to a level. We didn't really do any kind of liquidity grab. We're just floating in the middle of nowhere right now. So, to me, I have no idea what may or may not happen right now. All right, I have no idea what may or may not happen locally. I would prefer now to wait until we come back down to these lows. But the one thing I would say is this, guys. All right, if you are subscribed to the channel, if you are following the live streams I've been doing all week since Monday, where we were patiently waiting for a level to take a trade. All right, this is what happens when you're patient and you wait for your key levels to get hit. Right, we are now up 2.5%, which is not bad considering this entire range that we've been trading since September 19th. All right, we're talking almost a week of price action. The entirety of this range is only 3.75%. All right, so just by being patient, one of the biggest moves of the entire last week we got just by being patient and waiting for our level, not freaking out, not shorting the bottom, not longing the top, being patient. All right, and so now we are short and we are coming down to the low of our range, where we are looking to take some profits, guys. if we can come down below 62,300. All right, if we can come down below 62,300, where we are looking to take some profits. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Shout out to Kevin. He says, get the likes up. All right, Carl from the Moon is bullish. Shout out to Carl from the Moon. And also, we got 1,300 people in here. We have 500 likes. You know what? I do want to give a giveaway today. So why don't we say, I'll set another 5-minute timer. If we can get 1,000 likes in the 5 minutes, then we'll give away 500 bucks, all right? 500 buck giveaway. We will take a look at some other assets today. I do want to take a look at, firstly, let's take a look at good old Ethereum. Good old Ethereum right now. Give me 1 second to pull up the chart here. Give me 1 second just to pull up the chart here. And in the meantime, make sure to smash up the likes, y'all. Alright, so ETH, guys. In a very similar situation to the Bitcoin, let's pop on over to the chart. ETH, would you look at this? Here we are on the 1 hour time frame, guys. And although we understand, just like Bitcoin, we have some very important levels of resistance above us, right, that we've marked out here on these boxes, right? We are looking at potentially a very nice bounce from the macro value area high. In fact, let's go to the daily just so we can really see what has happened here, guys. We had this large ascending triangle, literally from May 2022. We broke out in November 2023. And now we came back down to retest this trend line, literally to the dollar, confluence with the value area high of the range. We've gotten a bounce, and so far we're putting in a higher low, just like with Bitcoin, right? We put in a bounce from key support, we put in a high, so far a higher low, and so we are expecting this higher high to come in, right? But at the same time, as we're watching the chart, as we're being patient, looking for trade setups at our levels, not getting emotional, just waiting for the levels, what do we know about Ethereum? Well, same deal. We kind of made a high, right? We made our first high right here. This happened at different timing than Bitcoin. But then on Monday, the 23rd, right? We made a Sunday high, and then on Monday, Ethereum actually took the liquidity and is starting to get a move back down. And right now, if we zoom in, we can see that Ethereum is coming up to the Fibonacci golden pocket pull of the entirety of this mini range that we've basically been trading since Friday. If we're going to lose this key level of support, then just like for Bitcoin, what we want to be watching for ETH is coming down to take the liquidity. What do I mean by liquidity? You know, it's a fancy word us trader YouTubers use to make it seem like we know a thing or two about trade. Ah, yes, the liquidity where I will be looking for a long trade, you know? What does that mean, Jason? All right, well, here's what it means, guys. Everybody who's long on Ethereum, expecting higher highs, has their stop losses below these lows. Now, if I was a big player in the market and I wanted to buy ETH, I would need some people selling ETH. Well, guess what? If you're long and your stop loss gets hit, that's a buy order, right? So when your stop loss gets hit, well, that means essentially there's some asset free now for somebody else to buy, right? Because it's a sell order when your long trade gets stopped out. When your long trade gets stopped out, it's a sell order, which means the opposite end can buy. So a lot of times you will see stop hunts where people, market makers, push the price down to wreck retail traders, and then they reverse it. So this is now what we should be looking for. In addition to this, we can also clearly see that we have a very key level support resistance flip right around here, where from this high, and then this support resistance flip, we have this nice little box down here where we can expect us to wick down into. And so this gives us a very clear line in the sand where, you know, if ETH wicks into this area and then starts to reclaim, well, we know this is a fake out. We can have a valid long trade idea from here where we can long the reclaim of this liquidity grab level, our stop loss wherever that wick goes to, and then our target is going to be in our box, which gives us a beautiful 5-to-1 risk reward trade setup in keeping with this little local uptrend, right? We got our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high, looking for that higher low to come in at the support resistance flip, then we look for a higher high, right? If we don't see that, well, then things get a little bit more complicated, right? A little bit more scary. Then we would be looking down to a lower area of support, something like this, right? Where we take all the volume of this, and you can see that if we're not going to get a liquidity grab here, we could easily come back down to the 2346 zone, where we have the confluence of the Fibonacci golden pocket and the POC of this local range right here. In this instance, we should still be looking for a long trade. We should still be looking for bullish signs because we're still technically low, high, higher, low, higher, high, still a higher low, and could still look for that higher high, right? So as long as the market structure is not broken, in my opinion, and you are still seeing areas of resistance above us, then it makes sense to look for long trades at the key areas of support if we are getting a move to the downside, right? It's not necessarily knife catching. People say, don't catch a knife. Well, look, this is the bottom. This was the knife catch. This is not a knife catch. You're trading with the trend, right? You're trading with the trend. That's not really a knife catch. You're just trading with the trend, right? Okay, we got a timer going off. Let's see if we got 1,000 likes. Do we have 1,000? I'm going to pop open our thing here. We have 600 likes. Only 600. Do you know what it does to a man's self-esteem when there's 1,300 viewers and only 600 likes? It really makes me feel low, guys. Makes me feel like a worthless piece of soil. But that's okay. We'll set another timer for another 5 minutes. And if we have 1,000 likes by then, we'll give away $250. All right? We're just trading with the trend, guys. Trading with the trend and the clen and all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, in general for ETH, I'd still say a higher high is probable, right? But again, we need to take it level by level. And what I mean by that is really this. As we are coming down to these areas of support, we want to be looking at the oscillator and asking ourselves, does it look bullish? Like if we were down at this box right now, we would need to ask, is anything about this market cipher B bullish? The answer would be no. No, it's not bullish. Why? Because what is bullish? Well, uneven butt cheeks, right? Bullish divergences. We would want to see a juicy left cheek followed by a skinny right cheek. Right now, we're potentially forming the juicy left cheek, right? The juicy left cheek only. So we would need to wait and see how does this play out. Maybe we spend some time here, right? Maybe we get a little move to the upside and then eventually we get a move down, which would allow market cipher B to give us the shape that we want, right? No shape, no trade, all right? Because right now what we have going on is actually, medically speaking, this is known as a butt cheek blowout. Sometimes market cipher B, because all the young ladies these days, they're all about the BBLs, right? They want to have big butts, skinny legs, no quads, no hamstrings, but big butts. It's all the rage. So they get these injections. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you can use Fix-A-Flat in your butt injections to try and get that nice toned, uneven butt cheek pattern, right? But if you don't do it right, it can actually lead to something called a butt cheek blowout. Starts off looking normal, but then, oh my goodness, whoa. What has happened here? Butt cheek blowout. And that's what is happening right now on the 1 hour market cipher B. And so we really need to be patient here and wait for something more to happen. Yeah, I know it's a sad story. Butt cheek blowout. Now, just as a warning, guys, all right, this is illegal. The butt cheek blowout pattern is illegal. The reason why it's illegal is because people get liquidated, all right? But as you can see, arrested, all right? So you don't want to go to jail. Make sure you're using good risk management here. All right, but yeah, this is serious stuff, guys. It's the most serious Bitcoin technical analysis YouTube channel that you'll ever watch in the world. All right, so yeah, that's what we're looking at with ETH right now, guys. Honestly, for ETH, I am interested in, just like Bitcoin, liquidity grab of the weekend low, right? The Friday low, the Sunday low, and then I would be looking at around the 2350 zone, and my target for all of these potential bounces is going to be our box up here. The reason why we're looking for our box up there is simply because it is the value area low of this previous range that we have broken down from, right? So we're taking it level to level. We understand the target would have to be the back test of this support resistance slip right here. If we can reclaim that, let's see we do get along from here. This would have to be our take profit 1. And if we continue with the uptrend, then we can take profit 2 at the top of the range. Because if we reclaim this box right here, the probabilities say, well, we make it back to the top of the range, and the top of the range lines up perfectly once again with our trend line. Again, there's a lot of intersectionality right there. Shout out to all the fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students majoring in trans, non-carbon, binary emission, gender studies. Because you guys love intersectionality. Well, up here, look at all the things intersect. Value area high, trend line, just continuing the uptrend, right? So yeah, that's That's what we got. That's what we got going on for ETH. I want to take a look at Sol. I want because Solana, guys, looking pretty interesting as well. Again, a lot of these altcoins, they are dependent on how Bitcoin wants to perform because, well, you know, Bitcoin is the king of the crypto. If Bitcoin is going to reject and dump, we cannot expect these altcoins to dump. But look at what's happened with Sol in the past few days here. Pretty much very, very similar to Bitcoin and ETH, which is this, right? We'll remove our previous analysis. But yeah, we have officially now taken the highs from Friday. We took the Friday high, and we did so with some bearish divergences, right? We definitely had the good old upside down, uneven butt cheek pattern here, right? Big left cheek, skinny right cheek. Our girl hanging upside down from the rafters of the building, because when the party gets going, guys, the party gets going, let me tell you, all right? But, wow, okay, so our timer just went off. Did we hit 1,000 likes? No, we didn't hit 1,000 likes. All right, well, then, all right. Then, I'm sorry, we'll have to do a giveaway another day. So, look, we got our move up right here. We got our upside down uneven butt cheeks coming down right here. This is the 5-hour about to confirm. Our 4-hour has already confirmed here. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? Well, basically means the same thing as for Bitcoin and all these other coins, guys. The next place to be looking. Ooh, interesting. Wow. I didn't notice this. I did not notice this. So we actually already took the low. We took that low already. So that long trade opportunity has already happened. Interesting. Well, let's pull our fib again. And let's take a look at this. All right, so here's the deal. With Sol, I would say that if Bitcoin and ETH are going to come down to the low of their range, we could also expect Sol to do the same. And just below the low that we made here on Sunday, we have the value area high and the Fibonacci golden pocket. So I would be very interested in a move down to this area to look for another move to the upside. But, right? Well, that's all I'm gonna say. Obviously, we could look for trades locally within this range here, right? You can always look for trades at like golden pockets and stuff like that. But I do want to say this, right? We go to the daily time frame here, and let's put on some of our previous analysis. Oh crap! I don't have it on the chart. I can't believe I deleted this analysis, man. All right, well, we'll have to start over. We'll start on our weekly time frame here. All right. We do, in fact, have a confirmed hidden bullish divergence here on the weekly time frame. This is a bullish scenario that I'm talking about, right? So then we come to the daily time frame, and we have a bullish divergence at this low, right? And as we make a lower low, we are seeing market cipher be higher low, momentum waves, and money flow. Okay, then we are seeing a higher low with a lower low on the oscillator. That's called the hidden bullish divergence. So we basically have double bull divs at these lows. It's looking pretty nice, right? And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to take the volume of all of this, and you can see that we are holding above the point of control of the range. Now, holding above the high volume node of a range is a sign of strength. All right, when most of the volume is below you, that means it's easier for price to continue to the upside. When most of the volume is above you, it's easier for price to continue to the downside. So having formed bullish divergences at this low, well, there is a real chance, again, that we make a higher high, take out the previous highs, and come once again into our trend line. Now, if we can hold above this trend line, there's no reason why we cannot see a breakout of this, which could have us hit a new the all-time highs, right? It's possible. We have to take it level to level. Well, I would say this right now, just like our other coins that we've been looking at, I'd say that the bullish scenario is still valid and still in play, and so therefore, long trades that I am looking to take, I would do so with the targets being the next resistances that are still above us. And this is the bias that I have to take right now, because this is what the market structure is telling me locally, and I have no reason to think otherwise unless we start to see market structure changes on some of these high time frames, right? So we close the daily level, a daily candle below 139. For me, that's a no-go, right? That's where I would change my bias of looking for higher prices for right now. But as long as we're holding above these key supports, having made a higher low after bouncing from key support, well, I have to continue to look for more upside when I am looking for my long trades to start coming in. Let's take a look quickly at the ES S&P 500. S&P 500 is still looking strong here. Again, a sign of weakness for S&P 500 is I would say a daily close below this previous high, because so far this is looking pretty strong. But when we go to a lower time frame, we can start to see a somewhat of a rising wedge pattern form here, right? Something like this. We're seeing these higher highs like this, and we're starting to get that squeeze. And actually, you might even say we're breaking down from this already, but with some bear divs coming in. But yeah, as far as the macro time frame goes, I would really be curious to see what happens if we come back down to test 57.17 on ES, this previous high. It's more like 57.20, because holding above that, you know, this is a very, very key level right now. If we can hold above this level, or if it acts as support, that's like a real major sign of strength. Even if we get a pullback here, you know, we might see everything get a little bit of a pullback. But if everything holds from key support, well, man, we could get a bounce. We could see this uptrend continue, right? If we start to lose the level, especially if we close the gap and then don't bounce, then I'd say it's not looking the best, especially since we've got some bear divs forming right here. Potential bear divs on the ES, right? Money flow coming out, momentum coming down. These bear divs, in my opinion, accompanied by a loss of key support, would signal more downside. But until that happens, hey, you know, there's no reason why we just cannot. There's no reason to jump the gun, should I say. There's no reason to jump the gun on our higher term time frame bias of things until we actually see changes in market structure, which brings us back to Bitcoin. We are quite low below the level right now, and we are heading down toward our areas of support. All right, we got our area of support. We're looking to hit a take profit around that $62,000 level. Let's pop on over. Yeah, we're looking for that drop. All right, we're looking for that drop. BNB taking a dump. Brett PG, shout out to you. I love you, man. Thank you for the capital letters. I appreciate it. Everybody listen to Brett. Jason Casper doesn't know anything about the Bitcoin halving, all right? Jason Casper doesn't understand anything, which is why this is not financial advice, which is why I'm not a financial advisor, just a sweaty guy on the internet with a plunger on his face, all right? So, just to make that very clear. Fishing Fetish says, you know, not all trans people are woke, right? This is news to me, bro. Yeah, I know that. Look, I'm not making fun of trans people. I'm making fun of a specific worldview, all right? And people that know. People that don't know, I mean, come on, bro. All right. I'm making fun of the idea that these poor children grow up in the educational system where they're indoctrinated by the state, and then they go to college and they become these socialist, liberal wackos that don't know a dang thing about real life, but they think they know because they learned it from their professor. And they're just so confused about every aspect of reality, all right? So, it's not about the people, my friend. It's about the, it's about the worldview right now that's being perpetuated by the state-funded indoctrination system, all right? But exactly, I myself have my studies in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender, so I'm right there on the front lines, my friend. I'm right there on the front lines. That's why I always say the fat, white, ambiguously gendered, because you have these like suburban white kids going to college. Now all of a sudden they think they know everything about being black and like being a minority, and everything's so oppressive. And it's like, shut up, man. You know, get off your butt and go do something productive with your life. All right, like the rest of us, trying to be productive, trying to make things happen in real life, right? Instead of just talking about ideas that you read in a book that don't translate to real life and actually are very destructive to civilization, very destructive to society in general. All right, if someone wants to be a tranny, if you want to put the pee-pee in the poo-poo and chop the pee-pee off and turn it inside out, may everything go well for you. Honestly, may it go well for you. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. I don't care what you want to do. I don't care what anybody wants to do. That's what makes America a great country, all right? But the problem is when you have the state indoctrinating children and college students into having a certain worldview that is destructive to the very fabric that holds society together. That's a problem, all right? And that should be mocked. That should be ridiculed in the public square so that people like knock it off, all right? Seriously. I'm just saying it has how it is, right? I'm just saying it has how it is, you know? I'm about to get banned on YouTube. Well, you know, the truth is, I don't care. I mean, if my channel gets banned on YouTube, I will take it as a sign from God that I'm done, right? I don't even have to do this. Seriously. I don't have to do this. I do it because I like it. I could stop and never make a YouTube video again and be totally fine. You know? But yeah, it is a mental illness. It's very sad. You know, those people, obviously, it's a case-by-case issue. But yeah, when you're normalizing it, saying this is normal, saying this is a good choice for people to make, and forcing it into the public consciousness, that is destructive to society. You know what I'm saying? That is destructive to society. Did we already sing the pump song? We didn't, but we're looking for a dump down to 62,350. 62,350. We could go down to 62,350. That's kind of what I'm looking for. But look, if we continue to do what we've been doing, right? Making higher lows, we just chop in the range. But again, just like yesterday, just like the day before, all right? Just like the day before. I'm not really interested in opening up a new long unless we take the liquidity. I'm only interested in shorting if we take this level. Check. And I'm only interested in longing if we take this level. No check yet. All right, no check yet. All right, but Brett says I'm going to trade at the worst possible time. So again, don't listen to what I say because this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. So just because I'm waiting for a long down here doesn't mean you should be. All right? And that's just the truth of the matter. Make sure you have your own plan for your own trades, you know? Make sure you have your own plan for your own trades. What do I think about 60K? I think 60K is a good level to be looking for a trade. Basically, this zone right here, it's a big zone. There's three major areas, all right? There's three major hang on. Let me get back to the chart. Come back over here. Let's get back to trading view. There are three major areas on the way down that I am interested in taking a trade. Number one is going to be this area right here. All right, we're just going based on support and resistance. Support and resistance. All right, right here we've got a support resistance flip from Wednesday's high, and then we have the weekend lows. This is going to be area number one. I'm personally looking for a long trade. Area number two is going to be just below 60K at the value area low. All right, that's going to be our second area that we look. The reason why both of these areas is because if we come down to our first green box, this is where we take the liquidity from the weekend and then potentially get our move up to 67K. All right. If we lose the box, then we come back down to potentially retest the value area low of this range, right? Now, as long as we're inside the value area, 67K is on the table. And so if we come back down to test 60K and we retest that value area low, we're still maintaining this local uptrend, right? Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, right? So that would be my last case, my last hope, so to speak, for looking for a long down at this area, all right? My last hope for looking for a long down at this area. And then if not, then I would have to get much more bearish and say, we failed to make our higher high, we failed to hit the POC, and now we're changing market structure, right? So that's how I'm taking it step by step. But yeah, 60K is a nice level to look for those bullish divergences. And again, if you don't see divergences, don't take a trade, right? If you don't see the div, don't take the trade. In my opinion, you know? Again, I don't really know what I'm talking about, guys. Can you buy the Discord with USDT? You can. Yeah, you can. You have to open up a ticket. We have freedom of speech. Yeah, but not really on YouTube, because YouTube is a privately owned company owned by Google. So technically, I'm not really free here. But, you know, the good thing is on a crypto channel, if you let a few things slip, it slides through the cracks, all right? Slides through the cracks. Yeah, ain't no div, no trade. Look, it don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek, baby. It don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek, all right? So you gotta be looking out for those butt cheeks, you know? What's the difference between pulling a fib from low to high and from the high to the low? I should make free courses. I'm going to do a free course in January, all right? I'm going to do a free trading course from beginning to end in January. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be, once Antarctic Exchange launches, in celebration, I am going to do a free trading course. If my YouTube channel is still here. And if it's not, well, whoops. So... when you are pulling a fib from low to high, so think about this, all right? The Fibonacci retracement tool is called a retracement. Why? Because when you're in an uptrend, you get a big impulse, and then you retrace a certain percentage of that impulse before you get another impulse, and then you retrace a certain percent of that impulse before you get another impulse, right? So we could look at this whole thing as an uptrend, but the uptrend is characterized by big impulse to the upside, small retracement to the downside. The retracement is a percentage of the initial impulse to the upside, right? Because if it was 100%, that's no longer an uptrend. So the Fibonacci retracement tool, if you're in an uptrend, to find support, to find the next higher low, right? Because really, when are you going to long? Are you going to long here? Of course not. You want to wait for a pullback. You want to long a higher low. Well, how can you look to identify where a higher low is going to come in? With the Fibonacci retracement tool. So when you're looking for support in an uptrend, you pull it from the last swing low to the most current swing high. And then these are going to give you your Fibonacci levels of support on the way down. And the area between the golden pocket and the 786, that's the most popular, right, area to retrace from. So if you pull your fib from here to here, right, on the way down, you're going to mark this out as your key box of support. And you're going to say, if we're really in an uptrend and we're going to continue with the uptrend, then I'm going to plan to take a long trade from this area, because this is going to be the bottom of a retracement, which will lead to another higher high, which basically allows us to get a really nice risk to reward ratio, right? So this is how we plan for trades based on Fibonacci, right? That's why over here, for example, the long trade I'm in right now, this entire idea right here was based on the fact that we got an impulse from the low to the high, right? And we were basically saying, this is the place where we look for the, hang on, I gotta turn off my magnet tool, right? From the low to the high, we're gonna pull that fib, And then the area between the golden pocket and the 786, this is where we look for the low of a potential retracement, where we look for a higher high. This is why I'm still looking for higher prices for Bitcoin, right? Because we got that initial impulse. We're coming back down to the support from just a certain percentage of a retracement, which means we should be looking for now a higher high. This is why I'm still looking for that $67,000. Could it not happen? Of course it could not happen, right? But this is how we were able to get into this trade, right? This is a trade setup we were looking at in the Casper crew, and it's based on Fibonacci, just like what I just showed you. So if you're in a downtrend, then you pull the fib from high to low, all right? Let's say you're in a downtrend, right? Let's say you're in a downtrend over here. Let's remove, all right? When you're in a downtrend, then you look for the fib from the high to the low. So for example, the short trade that we gave in the Casper crew from $65,000, which I'm still basically in because I've compounded it, right? But this right here, okay, from the high to the low, right? We have our high, this is our first impulse, and then we come up here to the area between the golden pocket and the 786, and we say, if we're going to continue in the downtrend, this is going to be our short trade where we look for a lower low. All right, which is why I'm literally also in the short trade from right around that exact area, right? This short trade I'm in right now is a trade I've been in for a while. I've been adding to it as we come up to test these levels, right? The reason I'm already up 17 grand on the trade is because, you know, I've been in it since 65K. So I was able to take a lot of profits on this big move to the downside. And right now, well, there is a chance this happens. So I haven't closed it out yet, right? I have a local trade entry from here that I'm trading the local short idea. But yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm literally trading a bearish idea and a bullish idea at the same exact time, all right? Because this is how I trade. I'm trading the bullish idea that this is a higher low and that this is a lower high, and whichever one wins, wins. But here's the thing, and this is why it's good to trade this way. If I'm wrong about the bearish idea, I made 17 grand at the minimum. All right, if I'm wrong about the bearish idea, my minimum is 17 grand. Why? Because I was already able to take profit after this massive move to the downside, right? But also, if I'm wrong about the long idea, well, then my minimum, worst case scenario, is I made 11 grand, right? So worst case scenario, if both of these trades stop out, I make 28 grand, right? See what I'm saying? So you can trade two ideas at the same time. As long as you lock in some realized profits, that's all that really matters, right? And then just let the trade kind of play out. So I'm literally trading a bullish idea based on this fib and a bearish idea based on this fib. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, but no, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's good psychologically, actually. I think it's good psychologically. Psychologically. Yeah, eat the bugs. 4-hour CVD, says Korosno. Let's see. Four-hour CVD. I never use 4-hour CVD, but for your sake, my friend, what are we looking at here? Are you talking about this massively bearish CVD divergence? No, that's not even a bearish CVD div. I mean, I guess you could consider it a bearish CVD div considering we just grabbed that liquidity. Is that what you're saying? That we have a bearish CVD div here? I'm not quite sure I understand. We did have a pretty bullish CVD divergence down here. Actually, extremely bullish. Right around this area. But yeah, I'm sorry. You got to tell me what you're looking at. I don't know I don't know what you're implying by your comment. All right. But I will say this: right now, we have about 7.8 million longs opening up here. 7.8 million longs opening up right here. So let's see what happens. This could be a bounce. I don't know. I would rather wait for lower, to be honest, before I enter into anything new. It could be a bounce here, guys. This could be the daily low, to be honest. This could be the daily low. I'm willing to admit this could be the daily low. Was that the 786 that we hit? No, we front ran. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Chop City, man. Chop City, like a chef chopping up onions in a city. All right? Like a chef chopping up onions in the city. All right? What's in the VIP Discord? You joined, but you can't find it? So, if you're verified and everything, then you have access to the whole VIP section. And the VIP section includes the beginner zone over here, all right? With a beginner's course and the journey, which is great for beginners, learn how to trade, all right? I highly recommend it, all right? And then the beginner's course to make sure you don't get wrecked. And then we have the chat channels in here. And then we have the VIP trading channels where I myself post my charts, my Bitcoin TA and trading ideas, my altcoin TA trading ideas, and then stocks and Forex, which, you know, I don't trade too much. And then you got Boyan in here with his trades. You got K-Pax, White Phoenix, and all their stuff as well. And then, of course, you got the VIP live streams that we do multiple times a day, myself and the other instructors. That should all be in here, right? All in the VIP section. All right, what? Jason Casper, people talk about 1% risk. About what risk can we even talk here? 1% of 1,000. Don't think we can even worry about it until you have at least 10 or 100K. There's no point. Are you wrong? Yeah, I'd say you're wrong. I mean, look, why would you say there's no point in risking $10 of a $1,000 account? Why would you say there's no point? Why would you say that there's no point to that? Let's say, for example, you took this trade here, all right? The CDW. The one that we were waiting for yesterday. The setup I gave for free on YouTube yesterday, right? Let's say you took this trade, okay? After you lose the level and put your stop loss above the high, that's a 0.5% stop loss, all right? That means you can put $2,000 on the trade and risk $10, right? Pull this, TP1, let's say you shoot down to the point of control of the range. That's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let's say you take out half your trade here, all right? You just made $20 while risking 10. Now your trade is still open. You put your stop loss to your entry, all right? Let's say we get a dump down, right? We come down another. Let's see, we actually do come to the bottom of the range, right? Come down to the bottom of the range. Let's get our original stop loss here, right? You already made 20 bucks. Come down to the bottom of the range. Let's say you hit a take profit 2 at 62 bucks, right? 62 bucks, right? So that's another $15, give or take, that you made here, right? So you just made 35 bucks on your $1,000 account. That's 3.5% in one trade. How is that not worth it? All right. People put a couple $1,000 into some stupid account that makes like 1% a year. All right. You made 3.5% in a trade. And even if this trade now gets stopped out, you made 2% in a trade. How is that not worth it? All right. 3 trades, $35 a trade. Now you're up $1,100. All right. Now you're going to be making gains on 10% more capital. Right? How is that not worth it? Are you talking about to live off of? Then of course you can't live off of that. But eventually you will get to the point where you will have $50, $100, $1,000 to trade with. And absolutely, I'd say you can live off a $100,000 trading account if your expenses are low. All right, in America, if your expenses are low, you could live off that. You could easily make, with 100K, you know, think about that, right? You're making $35 a trade, $20 to $35 a trade with $1,000. Well, now you're making $200, $350 a trade with $100,000. And a couple of those, let's say you take a let's say you just take 3 trades a week. It's like $1,000 a week. You know, that's doable. You know, $1,000 a week. I could live off of it. If I had to, I could live off of that. Shout out to Shakar Kadir. Thank you so much for the super chat. No comment. Damien says, I never do the giveaway. Well, Damien, all I can say is make sure to like the channel, my friend. But I do the giveaways. But you gotta honor the requirements, bro. What can I say? We've done the giveaways. When was it? Last week? One of these weeks we gave away $3,000. I gave away $3,000. Last week, or the week of FOMC, we gave away mad money. All right? But that's because we met the requirements. So, look, it is what it is. I'm not going to give away $1,000 every single stream for no reason. That's dumb. Right? But if we get the engagement, yeah, I'll give it away. You know? Can old winners participate again? Yeah, they can. Shout out to Daniel Ramirez, one of our winners. Yeah. Whoever wins, wins, honestly. How do you choose from which low to pull the fib? That is... So the best places to pull the fib are going to be from... if you're looking in a range, if it's a range fib, you want to take it from the low of the range to the high of the range. So, for example, let's pull this maybe, right? But if you're in a trend, then you want to pull it from like the low to the high. That's going to be the more candles in between your fib pull, the juicier of a level it will be. But what you want to also do is look for confluence. So you can pull a fib from the low to the high. You can pull a fib from the second low to the high. You can pull a fib from the third low to the high. All of these are valid fib pulls. All of these should be areas that you look for. But then what you're going to do is you're going to be looking for other confluences. So you're going to pull a volume and say, aha, look at this. The fib pull here lines up perfectly with the value area high. Right? We got some intersectionality. So boom, we're going to go ahead and pull that fib. Right? We're going to go ahead and pull that fib. And treat that like a nice level. Plus, you could say, look at this. Not only is that the golden pocket and the value area high, but historically speaking, we got these highs, the resistance. It's just a nice level in general. So I would give this fib more credence than I would this fib. Then we come down to this fib, and I'd say, wow, look at this point of control and a golden pocket and a 786 from one of those fib pulls, right? Looking pretty good. Some intersectionality. Basically, the more intersectionality you can find, then the more credence you can give that fib pull, right? The more intersectionality, then the more credence you can give to that fib pull, right? That's basically how I look at it. You know, that's how I look at it. All right, Bitcoin. It's been a boring week. All right, shout out to everybody staying through the live streams during the boring price action. But look, this is where all the fun happens, all right? Pull my fib too much. Man, I love to pull the fib, all right? Pull the fib all the time, all day, every day, all right? So, yeah. All right, what if you had just 4K to trade? What would be your profit in 1 month? I mean, look, it really depends on how much you trade. Are you a scalper? Are you a swing trader? Are you a day trader? It really depends. Conservatively, right? Conservatively, let's say you're taking 4 trades, let's say you're taking 3 trades a week, and let's just say conservatively, each trade is going to give you like a 2% gain, right? So 3 trades a week at a 2% gain, you're talking like, you know, maybe like $200 a week, let's say $200 a week. So it depends on a lot of things. If you're scalping, you could be taking 10 trades a day with massive risk to reward ratios. I mean, if you're scalping, you could be taking trades multiple times a day with like 4-to-1 risk reward ratios. I mean, it would be nothing for you to make like 12% in a day, let's say. that's more difficult to do. It takes more skill. It takes more discipline. It's lower margin for error, right? All right, so we got some people long in here. Man, we got 8.6 million longs coming in. This could be the daily low here, guys. It could be. So I don't like what I see here. I just don't like it, but I don't like how we keep making these higher lows. But this could be one of the instances where Bitcoin never takes a low and then bam, okay? So, hey, is what it is. I will wait for another setup if that is the case. Can we check the SUI chart? Yeah, we'll check the SUI chart. Check the SUI chart. SUI. All right, so we technically, I would consider this to be a hidden bear div potentially on the daily. We're pumping like crazy. This is tough on the daily, guys, honestly, because we had a really nice looking bottom here. We had a really nice looking trigger wave after a change of market structure, and we have now gotten ourselves a higher high, and we are coming into the point of control value area high resistance. So we're at resistance. The daily's topped out. It's obviously a very bullish trend. The weekly does have more room for upside. Let's check out the 12. 12 has some bear div coming in. Ambiguous signals here. So, you know, the only thing we can really do is we can ask ourselves, where can we look for a long? And for me, you know, look, if we're going to get a pullback, again, we're pulling our fib from the last swing low to the current high. That's a big pullback. I know a lot of people hate thinking about pullbacks after a pump, but a 30% pullback to value area high, golden pocket, looks pretty nice if this uptrend is going to continue, you know, and then we could look for another higher high to come in, which in my opinion would probably be taking out the highs in general, right? So this is what I would be looking for next. This is the 12 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Maybe we could find something a little bit more local here. I mean, so far we're doing the stair step pattern. The stair step pattern, which, you know, just be aware, when you're stair stepping, you never know which stair is the last. You really never know, right? So if we're going to be going by the stair step pattern here, let's see, from high to low, and we bounce from the golden pocket. So if we're going to continue with the stair step pattern from high to low, I would say, you know, something like this, coming down, then make another high. But yeah, so that'd be like a local degen going in order with the stair step pattern. But higher term, you know, getting that nice pullback and basically taking out all the liquidity here. You know, we've got this ascending channel kind of pattern going on, right? Give or take. Got like this ascending channel. So taking all the liquidity from the channel would mean coming down and sweeping everything and getting a wick down to that Fibonacci golden pocket, you know. Obviously everyone has to come up with their own trading plans, but just based on this alone, I would say that if we're going to lose that trend line, there's no reason why we can't look for something like this, right? There's no reason why we can't look for something like this to basically get the back test and then look to take out all that liquidity. Now, I don't know anything about SUI. I don't know why it's pumping. I don't know what it is. Don't even know. Have no idea. None. Don't own it. Don't trade it. But I could never long this right now. I'd have to wait for some kind of pullback. Like I said, either a local pullback to the local golden pocket or a larger pullback to come down to the larger golden pocket. But there's no way I could take this trade now, and I'll tell you why. All right, like I always say, trading is not about predicting. It's about taking setups with good risk to reward ratios and good risk management, right? Maybe investing is about predicting. If you're buying something on spot and you're like, I feel like it's gonna pump, man, and I saw a YouTube video that said, oh, it's pumping, baby. Okay, great. So then you can buy it on spot. You don't have to worry about liquidation. But if we're trading, again, you need to have a plan for your trade. And if we're going to enter a trade right now, where would your stop loss go? The stop loss, the only responsible place to put your stop loss is underneath here. That's like a 12% move to the downside, right? Now, where's your target going to be? Because we are currently right now coming up to resistance, right? Like we're literally at resistance right here, okay? Whoops. We're at resistance, which means we're shooting for our next target. Our next area of resistance is literally like right where we're coming to right now. So this would have to be our trade setup, right? We're risking 1% to make 0.6%. That's dumb. Plus the position size we'd have to put on here is very, very small, right? Why not wait for an entry where you can say, all right, if we wait for something like a pullback like here, and we know, okay, we're looking for a bounce from this area because historically, this is where we bounced. Now, with the same target, we're risking 1% to make 2.25%, right? We're putting now the risk to reward in our favor. And let's say it does keep pumping, right? Well, now we can have a much bigger position size on the trade to potentially ride it up to the high, right? Now we're looking at a 7% gain instead of a 0.6% potential gain. So you have to come up with an idea here, even if you're super bullish on it. For me, if I'm super bullish on this, I would say let's wait for at least another move down to the stair step pattern. And still being bullish, I would even say, you know, wait to take out all the liquidity here and fake everybody out, scare everybody, and then bounce from the golden pocket, which also just so happens to be the major support resistance flip of all this price action here, right? So, you know, we've got this very important support resistance flip at 1.1825. If this is our setup here, I mean, wow, that's so juicy. That's so juicy. That would be so juicy, man. Wow, what a great setup that is, right? Even if we're going to lower it to the POC, even if we lower it to the POC, we're still talking about, you know, we're 6 times more reward than risk, as opposed to just longing right now. If you long right now, you either have to have no stop loss, which means you're gambling, and it keeps going down, and you're like, should I close it? What do you think? What do you think? Should I close it or keep it all? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think? I don't know. What was your plan? I didn't have one. Then I have nothing to say, right? So I would wait for some kind of setup on SUI. All right. Is Bitcoin falling? Bitcoin's falling. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if Bitcoin's fallen. Crypto face opened up along now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, no stop loss. You're right, I forgot. No stop loss. Just bought market Cipher. What do the green dots on the bottom indicate? That indicates a wave cross. That's what they indicate, a wave cross. All right, let's check out Bitcoin. Let's go to the 5-minute. I have to say the money flow looks really nice for the bottom here. We're hitting a trend line, so this could be the daily low. As I've said, this could be the daily low. Jason Casper is not long here, but this is the daily low. I'm not going to add to my long trades just yet, guys. Just yet. I'm still gonna be a little bit more patient here. But if you're taking a long trade here, good. I hope you have a plan, and I hope you have a good risk reward, and I hope you have a invalidation and all the good things you need to take a valid trade entry. All right. That's all that counts, right? That you're sticking to your plan. And even if you take a loss, you can be happy knowing that the loss was part of your plan, and now you're on to the next one. And if you decide not to take a trade and it pumps anyway, you can be happy because you were sticking to your plan and you were waiting for lower and lower never came, and then you would just wait for the next trade, right? Either way, you just wait for the next trade, because guess what? The markets will also be here tomorrow. Who is White Phoenix? He's just one of the instructors in the Casper crew, an amazing trader. Jay's on. What is your outlook on Q4 2024 regarding crypto? I hope it pumps, baby. Crypto Face really just opened along now. Oh, he's live. He's live right now. Is this true? Crypto Face live, long right now. Shout out to Crypto Face, man. $8 million long. Oh, and he's short too. My man's in a schlong trade. That's what's up. That's what's up, Crypto Face. How's Chelino doing? Here, check this out. Where is Chelino? Oh, there he is. There's Chelino. He is plump, isn't he? He does look like Crypto Face, doesn't he? Well, shout out to Crypto Face being long. All right. Shout out to Crypto Face being long. All right, Crypto Yacht just opened along. Splashfire Films loves Crypto Face. Move to 63.5. 63.5. That's just above the POC, baby. It's just above the POC. How do you plan to enter when Lick takes off? Not sure what you mean, Vikram. I'm sorry. Not sure what you mean by that. He's hedge long. Okay. All right. All right. Shout out to Atak. Shout out to Harsh. Mother USDT. Mother. Should we look at Mother? La Madre. La Madre USDT. Mother Iggy. Wow. Well, this is pumping, huh? It's pumping. You know, it's pumping. It's really pumping. You know, I'm not good at trading these pump coins. I'll tell you. Let's take a look at the volume of the rise. Let's take a look at the last fib pull. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, look, the only support, the local support we have right now would be coming down to this area, right? Just coming back down to the high volume node of this little consolidation here. Let's take a look at the volume here. This is on MEXC. Yeah, you know, coming back down to this zone right here. That would be local support around 10 cents. But yeah, I mean, the problem with these kinds of things is unless you get a pullback, there's really not a good spot to get in. Again, unless you're just looking at a stair-step pattern and saying, you know, I'm gonna just come in when we come to make a higher low. But I'm not the best at trading these types of scenarios here because I typically don't get my setups to play out, and I'm typically not scalpy and aggressive enough to get in after a small pullback. I'm a pretty spoiled trader. I want to wait for those key levels, you know. I really want to wait for those key levels. So let's see. Well, we have those 8 million longs opening up. They're holding price here. We've come down to a trend line. We're seeing money flow increase. This could be the daily low for Bitcoin. I hope not. I hope not. For my sake, but for everyone who's long here, I hope it is. I hope it is a daily low for your sake and for my sake, since I'm already long anyway. But I was really hoping for another sweep. All right, I was hoping we come out broomsticks flying and everything. Broomsticks flying and everything. Trying to see if longs got absorbed on XO. Not here. Not here. Nope. We've got 4 million longs plus another 5 million. And so far, they're not being absorbed, right? CBD is actually lower now than it was when all those longs came in, right? So we have not seen an increase of longs from this big massive candle. If price comes below, man, that's a lot of longs. I mean, they're literally at their entry, guys. They're at their entry, basically. The majority of those longs opened up right here at the price of 63.2. So 2 million, 4 million of them are slightly underwater here. They're slightly underwater. Do they know something we don't? Do they know something we don't know? We also had quite a few shorts open here, but not nearly as many as the longs that opened up. A lot of people interested in trading this area here. A lot of people interested in trading this area. Bullish CBD on the 15. All right, let's check it out. Hang on, before we check it out, I gotta text my wife back. All right, do we have bullish CBD on the 15 minute? I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry, man. I do not see bullish CBD on the 15 minute. Are you talking about? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it. What's with Tau? I don't know. I don't know what's with Tau. How do you enter a trade after a price takes everyone's liquidity? You just enter the trade. You hit enter. You just do it. Bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Are you talking about a hidden bullish div? You're talking about the RSI, the standard RSI? Should we look at the RSI? I haven't looked at the RSI in a long time. I like it better than the McDonald's. You're talking about a hidden bullish div on the RSI? I mean, that's the only thing I see here. All right, let's look at the anchored VWAP from FOMC. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. Look at this, guys. Let's make it thick. Let's make it thick and green. I like my anchored VWAPs the same way I like my women. Shout out to my wife. Big Bus 28. Thick and green, baby. Wow. Okay. That's a nice level of support. Wow. Thanks for bringing that up. Anchored VWAP from FOMC. We are holding it like crazy here. We're holding it like crazy. Wow. Shout out to Hope Theory Web 3.0. That's legit. That's legit. That's legit. All right, got a hidden bull div. All right, hidden bull div on the VWAP. Hidden bull div on the VWAP, baby. Hidden bull div on the VWAP. All right, now we're starting to pump. All right. Now we're starting to pump. All right, well, let's get a little pump song going on here. Yeah, here we go, baby. Shout out to the super chat in the house, DM at Cappy if you want to tolerate an Instagram page. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. That's what we're talking about. The VWAP from FOMC. Yeah, cause Bitcoin's dumping and it hits the spot. My man in the chat said try the anchored VWAP. Cause we're taking it from FOMC. I like it like I like my women nice and thick and green. Shout out to my wife, Big Bus 28. Hey girl, you know you be staying looking great. Then we came right down, got a nice little bounce like a cat looking at a mouse to pounce on. Then we came back up, Bitcoin flying just till it's had enough. Hopefully we come back down, it's so tough. Take the liquidity, then it is enough. Just to grab the longs at the bottom, then we pump to the high as the Bitcoin price begins to fly. Every day, no matter how we try, the longs and the shorts just to get by. Shout out to my man in the chat, Tinwalla says dump incoming, what about that? Got a nice face, doggy ears, and a nose on his face, at least that's how it appears. All the kids these days with their Instagram filters. Hopefully there's no filter. We come back down to the bottom, then the price starts to drop to the top. Can you spot them? Yeah, but now we're getting just a bounce. Got the longs coming in like they're building a house. Hopefully the walls are not made out of the glass. Got the farts coming out of my butt, if you know what I mean. I got the gas from behind as Bitcoin comes down to the trend line. When you trend so hard and you eat so plain, trading Bitcoin every day with all your good friends. Now we got the plunger. Hopefully the price does not go under. Hopefully we don't have to hear the thunder outside as we use the sponge dirt. Yeah, Justin G says WTF with the fire and the slough. Yeah, what's next? Got the Jason Casper rapping on the web. Don't you know I got the bars in my head? Who are you says what bro is yapping. Pumpology is real, the levels we are tapping. Daniel says MC best indicator. People who don't agree, y'all are just haters. We're gonna turn the VWAP back white. That's how we do when we're trading all night. Cause we can't see so clearly in the dark at night. Make it back, hopefully the trade is alright. Coming back to ByBit. Now sit back, relax as you listen to J-Spit. We waited for the top, we're coming to the low. If we get a bounce, you better look out below. Hopefully we're doing it like everyone knows. We got the monocle sitting on my nose, and it smells so good when we're traded in the hood. Taking longs and shorts just like every crypto YouTuber should. But hopefully with the plunger on my face, shaving the beard to keep it in its place. On the far head it looks so nice. And guess what? I've only used it twice, and I take a little lick, cause that's what I like. Hopefully the beat's over, guys. Was that on beat or was that off beat? It's hard to tell because my audio is not as it usually is. All right, add to your long, bud. Add to your long. Should I add to the long? Should I open up a new long? Should I open? All right, I'll open up a long. I'll open up a long. I'm gonna take a poll. Should Jason Casper open up a new long? New long. Start poll. Whatever you guys say, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up a new long over on BLOFIN. New long, yes or no? 82% say yes. All right, we're gonna do it, guys. 75% say yes. 78% say yes. All right, we'll have to do it. Let's see here. All right, yeah, we'll do it, man. Here we go, baby. All right, we're in a freshie, baby. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, now we're gonna have to do the real pump song. All right. Let's see. We gotta do the real pump song here to pump the price so that we can make some gains on our fresh trade. All right. Here we go. We're gonna pump the Bitcoin, baby. Here we go. About to pump the Bitcoin, baby. Yeah. All right, now this song pumps the price every single time. But wait, before we do the pump song, hang on. I gotta do a sound check. I gotta do a sound check to make sure things are okay, because I'm not sure if my audio is even synced up with my voice right now, because I had something weird happen with my mic. So let's see. All right, I'm in sync with the beat. All right. Okay. All right. We'll do the pump song, guys. Let's do the pump song. Let's try and get this price to pump. All right. This is the pump song, guaranteed to pump the Bitcoin price every single time. We just entered a fresh $100,000 long. All right. Let's see, baby. Let's see what we can do. Get your microphones ready. Let's pump! Here we go, baby. About to pump it. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump, baby. Let's do it. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. Here we go. Let's pump. Come on, we're $9 in the green, baby. If you know what I mean, come on, baby. Let's do it. Uh-oh, oh no, preparing for war. Oh no. All right, the treadmill's stopping. Not a good sign for the long, but we're gonna start that baby up again, baby. Come on. We're risking $450 here. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't do this to me now. Where's the stop loss? There is no stop loss. Here we go, baby. $23 in the green, if you know what I mean. Come on. Let's do it, baby. Come on, preparing for war. Here we go.
We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die right now.
All right, we're pumping it, baby. We're up 66 smackaronis. All right, we're up 66 smackaronis. Let's see how it's gonna go. Getting a little bit of a pump. This song goes out to all the people that weren't gonna take along, but then were peer pressured into it by the chat, baby. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take risks for the sake of the YouTube views, baby, if you know what I mean. Now check it out. Bitcoin was chilling in the range, waiting for lower. It was bringing me some pain, but as we came to the trend line, Anchor VWAP started to look fine. Then I go on YouTube and do a search to Crypto Facey's channel. Haven't you heard he just entered into an $8 million long? Then Jason Casper sang the Pump It song. So I came to the chat, I said, hey guys, what do you think about that? Should I go long right now or should I wait? They said, Jason, take a long now, it will be great. So I FOMO'd in right at the top. Hopefully the price does not stop to drop, but we're already up $68. The Bitcoin pumping, now let me hear you holla. Yeah, about to hit a new high. The Bitcoin price, you know she's gonna fly. If she don't, your boy Jay Casper's gonna cry. Hopefully my ego won't die, but it's okay. We got the plunger in our hand as we're driving the Ferrari from sand to sand, talking about west to east coast, trading the Bitcoin. That's what I love to do the most. If your trade is underwater, what do you do? The plunger will fall. I gotta plunge the toilet back down. Hopefully then your trade will turn all around. $150 right now in the profit as we're pumping up. Can you even spot it? Get your monocle out, put it on your eye as we all witness the Bitcoin price fly. Yeah, 139. That's all the money that we got on the line. We're coming back up to resistance. Bitcoin about to break out, then we go the distance. So we sang the song from the peer pressure. In the chat, you know, Amir Nesher. How about that? Don't even know I'm making up words, but the trade keeps paying, and haven't you heard? I'm so glad I took the long, so glad I sang the pump song. Shout out to Daily Bo Bay, he says that pump. You know the Bitcoin price hasn't even had enough. Chris Walker says your lyrics are tight, but please play 100K pump song alright. Maybe after this we can do it. Hopefully the Bitcoin price won't shoe it. When I say shoe, talking about the flies coming to the picnic, landed from the skies, coming to your sandwiches, landed in your eyes. Hopefully your little daughter doesn't start to cry, cause you know that she hates the bugs so much. When they come to the picnic as she tries to eat lunch, she got the sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. The Bitcoin price so fat like my belly. Just kidding, you know I stay lean. Jason Casper walking like a treadmill machine, trading every day if you know what I mean. On the treadmill coming down to computer screens where I look at the charts. We got the blue and purple candles like a work of art. Alright, we're getting that pump, baby. We're getting that pump, all right? Uh-oh, Learning German says we're at resistance. Forget about resistance, baby. Forget about resistance. Bitcoin about to go the distance. This is it, guys. We're down to the wire. Bitcoin price has come to support, but she's also at resistance. And tonight, the whole world will be shocked as Bitcoin surprises us all. Yeah. About to get the big move. Don't mean to be rude. About to get the big move. Yeah. Here we go. Cornside, baby. Bitcoin was dumping. CD dub of the high. The price started to drop. I started to cry. Then we came down to the bottom. The Bitcoin price took the lick. Can you spot them? Candles not turning blue, they're only turning purple. Got me in a mess, got my mind in circles. They said, Jay, you're a nerd just like Steve Urkel. But then I looked up and I had to burp, yo. Let the gas out of my belly. The Bitcoin price so jiggly like jelly. As we come to the low, chopping in the high. Got the range like a chef with the onions make me cry. Cause you know in the kitchen, my food is so good, finger licking. Got the onions, you know that they're so kicking. When I'm cutting them up like chicken, then the smell goes into my eyes, makes me so emotional, I have to cry. I let out just a little bit of a sigh. I'm so depressed because my trade is dying. But then we came to support, got a nice trend line, about to get hort. Took a long from the bottom from the people in the chat. They said, Jason, crypto face is long, what you think about that? I said, yo, if crypto face is long, let me 100x long and sing the song. Now we start to pump up $170. The Bitcoin price going up, let me hear ya holler. To the all-time high, Bitcoin about to pump straight through in the sky. Then we come down and we hit on the line, making all the money and I'm not even trying. 163, all eyes on me. Jason on the treadmill on computer screens, taking all the trades every single day, coming to the charts just to get paid. Deborah says I love this damn Jason Casper, he's the man. When it comes to the raps of the crypto, sit back, relax, and listen to me flow. Tom H says pick up the plunger. I love it better than any other. I'ma give it a hug, hopefully we don't rug. Pull from beneath, then I end up on snug. Yeah, where's the bloody TP? There is no TP between you and me. Gonna wait and hold the trade all the way up to 100K. That's our next target. Bitcoin about to hear me spit as we come back down like a peach pit. Then we come back to the chat. Hope theory, hidden divergence on the floor. What about that? Alex says, man, the beat is so hard. Jason Casper when he's driving his car, talking about the tractor that I take on the farm. Don't have a car, don't have to go far. Here we go, Justin Bieber, trademark it, Jay, I'll make you a believer. And Scott says lightning with the fire, the beat is hard, frightening. Crypto Owl says the greatest. Deborah Anderson says, let's play it. Okay, now we're over. We are just chilling around right now, just chopping and chilling. And we're starting to get a red candle. You know, preparing for war could have been right. In fact, he probably was right. He probably was right. All right. I'm scared of the dump, guys. But let's see. Man, can you believe it's already 3 o'clock? We've been streaming for 2 hours. Streaming for 2 hours? That's crazy, man. That is pretty nuts. All right, Michael Harris is not in a long, so please stop the song. Can you come off grid? CryptoFace open more long. Oh my goodness. Well, look, if this turns out, that will be so crazy. I mean, I'm risking 400 smackaronis. And honestly, where's the take profit? I'll be honest, 67K. I'm going to hold this trade to either 67K or let it get stopped out for a $400 loss. I mean, the truth is, I could have lost $1,000 this stream on a giveaway. So I'm losing less than what I was going to give away. All right. So $62 in the green. Blue candle on the hourly. Oh, man. Where's the price going in my gut, Charles Benitez? Oh, man. In my gut. I don't know. I don't know. I got to just wait for my levels and trade, man. I mean, that's what I've been doing, right? That's what I've been literally doing. Waiting for my levels and trading. I don't know. We're in a range. It's very ambiguous. If I'm gonna fall back on my analysis from earlier in the week, I say we range and then pump. Where do we range to? Ideally, down to here before the pump. But I feel range and then pump based on the daily market Cipher B. I feel a range and then pump. You know? Crypto face is still short. All right, okay. All right, bullish on parade just to 84K so I can go hide in the mountains. Well, that's what's up, bro. You know? That's what's up. Check out the 288-minute chart. 1/5 of a day. Bear div. Interesting. We have a bear div on the 1/5 of a day, the 288-minute chart. Check out the 288-minute chart. Man. Sheesh, that's crazy. Yes, sir. The 1/5 day bear div, upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man breast pattern, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I see it, man. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Crypto face closed all his short for 90K. Really? Okay. Let's see here. Crypto face. No, he's still short. He's still short, silly guys. Look, he has 2 positions open. See? 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 But he's in a $6 million long. It's crazy, man. That's crazy. Alright, we're going to turn off Crypto Face's voice, but we're going to keep his stream rolling in case we need to defer back, alright? In case we need to defer back. $15-second bullish dev. We got a bullish developer on the 15-second, baby. Bullish dev on the 15-second. Let's go. Here we go. We're up 200 smackaronis. $100,000 long, baby. It ain't 8 million. But just add a 0 and change the 1 into an 8. And basically, it's 8 million. It's basically, this is an $8 million trade. Essentially, this is an $8 million trade. All right. Essentially, this is an $8 million trade. All right, here we go, baby. Look, shout out to you guys. Look, I was going to give away money. Now you guys are giving me money. We took a poll. You guys said, hey, Jason, go long. He closed his short. Then what 2 trades does he have open right now? Is he long on Ethereum? What 2 trades does he have open right now? When did he close the short? I don't think he closed his short, man. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Ah, crap. He has that thing in the way. Yeah, I don't think he closed it. But we're up $200 right now, all right? CryptoFace up 13K. Jason Cash, we're up 200. Not K. Oh, he exited most of his short. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. He closed most of the short. Gotcha. Okay. Very small short. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha. Just to show the profits. Right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see. Are we gonna pump? I don't know. Let's see. Jay Tion says, you can't make an offer, you can't offer a like to a stream with 1 million ads. It's hard to enjoy yourself. I spent more time fighting with the ads than watching the stream and learning new thing. Well, Jay, you're gonna have to take that one up with YouTube, my friend. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Or get YouTube Premium, you know? That's what I use, no ads. It's not like I decide to put the ads in here. All right, hidden bull div on the 4 hour. Man, I really want to come take the lows. I'll be honest, I still really want to come take those lows. Let's check it out. Let's check out the 4 hour. Hidden bull div. Oh, on your RSI. I don't know, man. I don't like the RSI. I don't really ever use the RSI, so I can't tell you a thing about the RSI. All right, I cannot tell you a thing about the RSI. So gotcha. Thank you to everybody in the chat. And shout out to Fahicho. Shout out to Chris Higgins. You should look at ICP. It never broke the July 5th low. Man, ICP, one of the most underperforming cryptos in the world, I guess. Let's check it out. This is our idea from a while ago. So never broke the July 5th low. Yeah, never did. You're right. Man, ICP. Poor ICP. But yeah, we came down to the support resistance flip, you know. We said as long as we don't lose the low, this is a valid idea. So far, so good. So far, we're up 24%. All right. Shout out to ICP. What are BLOFIN fees? If you use my link, they're lower than if you just sign up. If you just sign up, they're higher. I don't know exactly what the fees are, but actually, I can find out right now. Actually, I can't find out right now. Yeah, I can. Hang on. What are the fees? Well, I have VIP fees. I don't have the right fee right now. I have low fees. They gave me low fees. And if you use my link, they'll give you lower fees too. Shout out to Bernie. He says, Jason, bro, what's good? Are your chickens vegan or beef fed? I only eat beef fed chickens. I like to eat beef fed chickens as well. But nah, my vegans are my vegan chickens, My vegan chickens eat lots of bugs, and they eat chicken, and they eat beef. They eat beef, chicken, fish. They eat turkey. They eat yogurt, milk, eggs. My chickens eat everything, man. They eat everything. What is the beef-fed chicken? It's a chicken that only, it's a chicken on the carnivore diet, but the specific type where you're only eating beef only carnivore diet. Check 10-hour money flow. All right, let's check 10-hour money flow. It looks thick. But we have a div. So honestly, the 10-hour money flow makes me think we come up to 67, which is the target I've had for a while here. So I hope we do, guys. I hope we come up to 67. The chickens would eat cats and dogs. You guys have to understand, chickens are essentially domesticated buzzards. All right, they'll eat anything, especially if you feed them sparingly. I mean, I feed my chickens grain. When I say grain, I mean feed, chicken feed that I get from a local farm. Soy-free, of course. Corn-free, soy-free. Organic chicken feed. All right? And, I only feed them once every 3 days or so. And they just free range for everything else. They will eat anything. They will eat mice. If a mouse is in the chicken coop, man, those chickens, those roosters chase after it, I'll tell you. They'll eat bugs, they'll eat anything. Chickens will eat anything. A shout out to T, alright? T knows everything. T says, BLOFIN standard fees are 0.02 maker, 0.06 taker. If you signed up under Jason's link, you'll get 0.006 maker and 0.05 taker. Well, there you go. There you go. Shout out to T. Jelani says, I went shopping and I came back and Jay's still live. Chickens are garbage disposals. Yeah, yeah. Hicho has 35 chickens. Do they eat this, beef boy? I mean, look, it depends. If you cook a rump roast that you got at the store, and the leftovers you give to the chickens, they will eat the rump roast, all right? So yes, the answer to your question is yes, my friend. They don't let you have roosters, Alex? Well, I used to live in a place that didn't let me have roosters, which is why I moved. Yeah, you gotta have roosters, otherwise your chickens are infertile, man. How are they gonna reproduce if they can't get busy? If they can't get it on, baby. You know what I'm saying? How are they gonna reproduce? And once your hens die, then what? You know? No baby chicks. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango, man. Alright, shout out to Atak. Thank you so much. I believe you guys that CryptoFace closed most of his short. Alright, shout out again to DM at IamCavity1 on EG to ban any Instagram page. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. But I appreciate the super chat, but I think we're gonna have to kick you out, man. All right, I'm sorry. We gotta kick you out. Non-binary chickens can have babies too. That's true. According to the science. Do I agree with CryptoFace that we will have a bearish Christmas and no all-time highs yet? I don't know. I don't know. I have to lean more macro bearish, but I would prefer a move down before an all-time high. I really, really would prefer something like this. I would prefer something like this. This is what I would prefer. I feel like this would be healthier for the market in general. It would allow us to reach all-time highs in a more sustainable way. If it happened now, I'd say the whole market cycle could be over if we hit the all-time high now. It's because of all the bear divs that would be there if we hit the high now. So I think this would be healthier, or at least something like this, where we have like a really grindy end of year, like boring ranging, and then finally rounded bottom kind of deal and come back up. But I would prefer to make another lower low and retest the yearly open before getting that all-time high. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, it's been over half a year of this, guys. All I know is that when the range breaks, it's definitely going to have some follow-through. So if we do break to the upside, I expect follow-through. If we break to the downside, I expect follow-through. It's been over 200 days right now, and that's not very common. 210 days in the range. This is comparable to last year at the same exact time, where we had 200 days in a range, and then the breakout. So over here, we had, yeah, like 220 days in the range, and then right at the middle of October is when we really start to pump. So, we could see the same thing, which means we have a bullish Q4. If we have a bullish Q4 and we make a new all-time high, I don't know. It just makes me more cautious, all right? That's all I can say. It just makes me more cautious. Either way, I'm selling Bitcoin at $80,000. Like, no matter what. I don't care when we get there. I'm selling Bitcoin at $80,000. That's my next big sell on Bitcoin. I sold at 61. And I will sell again at 80K, which is 30%. Move to the upside from my first sell. I sold 20%. Now I will sell another 20% at 80,000. 80,000 smackaronis. Wow. Can you imagine an $80,000 Bitcoin? That is crazy. It's as crazy as a $30,000 Bitcoin. You guys don't remember, most of y'all, you know, back in my day, I remember when Bitcoin hit 30K for the first time ever. It felt unimaginable and really euphoric. But I feel like it's going to feel that way at an 80K Bitcoin. Whoa, we were up 300, now we're up 100. Dang it. I shouldn't have listened to you guys. Just kidding, I'm just joking. Shout out to the macaronis. You're not thinking long-term. Bitcoin's going to 125. Yeah, eventually it's going to go to 125. Like, eventually Bitcoin's going to hit higher prices. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about for this specific cycle. This specific 4-year cycle. It would be a little concerning if we hit a new all-time high before coming back down for those lows again. Because the weekly would look super bearish. I mean, there would be a lot of very macro bearish signs on the chart if we came up for another high now. But let it do what it'll do. I'm selling Bitcoin at $80,000. But you guys have to understand something as well. I'm never going to sell all my Bitcoin ever. Like, there's never going to be a time in my life where I don't have any Bitcoin. Never. But I bought Bitcoin for the specific purpose of selling it at higher prices. So that's just my plan, you know? You gotta have a plan. Even if it's spot trading, you gotta have a plan. If you have no plan, your chances of actually making real profit are become much lower. Much lower. And if your plan is to sell $500 Bitcoin, then yeah, wait until $500,000 Bitcoin or more. One more pump song. Imagine a 9-inch wick takes out the longs. Oh man, please. Why do I watch CryptoFace? Is he my friend? CryptoFace is the man, alright? CryptoFace is the OG. Man, I don't know if I have it in me to sing another pump song, guys. You know, takes a lot out of you, but what the heck? You know, what the heck? We'll give it a shot. We'll sing the pump song, all right? We'll sing the pump song again. You know, what do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? Oh, man, but I really need you guys to help me out on this one. I need your help on this one, guys. All right, energy is low. All right, round 2 of the pump song, baby. We're gonna pump this Bitcoin. We're gonna make, let's say we're gonna make 10 grand on this trade. We're gonna make 10 grand on the trade. All right, let's pump. Oh man, I don't know if I could do it, guys. Yeah! Here we go. Shout out to Chill Vibes. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you.
We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go.
Oh, we're dumping. It's the worst pump song of my life. Let's pump! Oh no. Oh, the pain and the anguish.
We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna die, yeah we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, yeah we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah.
All right. Look, guys, our entry is acting as support. Look at that beautiful wick. All right, we longed it right from the bottom. Talk about a knife catch. Only during the pump song is this possible. All right, here we go. We're back up $50. We're in the red to the green, if you know what I mean. Come on, baby. That's right, it has a delayed effect. That's right, delayed effect. No pain, no gain, baby. Uh-oh, 16 cents. Oh, here we go. 17 bucks, that's better. Come on, Bitcoin.
We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna die, yeah we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, yeah we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. We're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, there is no stop us. We're pumping Bitcoin. No, we're gonna pump right now.
All right, Chill Vibe says, pump. All right. All right. All right.
אשר ביצני, אדוני רואי לא אחסר.
All right, y'all. We are back from the pump song. Sometimes it does have a delayed effect. But, guys, the gruesome reality right now is, it looks like, oh, man. Oh, guys, would you look? Man. Oh. All right. Dang. Yeah, see, this is why, guys, this is why you got to stick to your plans, all right? This is why we were so careful not to short until we came to the high, and why I don't want to long until we come to the lows. This is what happens when you listen to peer pressure on the internet. Let this be first-hand experience, guys. All right? Peer pressure on the internet can only lead to pain and anguish. Let's check out the order flow. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen anything more bearish in my life. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. This is, oh my, wait, hang on 1 second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, President Biden has just weighed in on this Bitcoin dump.
Now, let me be clear. I've been dead since 2019, and every time you've seen me on TV, it's either been a deep fake or a body double. But the science is settled. This is all Trump's fault.
You heard it. You heard it right from the president himself. This is all Trump's fault, according to mainstream media narrative. This dump can be blamed on Trump, according to the mainstream, which means it's really just a globalist agenda to stop us out of all our Bitcoin long trades. All right. Looks like President Trump has just weighed in on this also.
Holy crap, folks, we're dumping, and it's going to be huge. We got a massive red candle on the chart. Kamala Harris and her cronies are at it again. This is what communism will do, folks. We need to get together and make Jason Casper great again. Let me see a blue candle, baby.
All right, Trump wants to see a blue candle, baby. And just as former President Trump has asked, the Bitcoin price is giving us a blue candle, baby, right at our entry. All right, look at this. We're getting the blue candle. Looks like Kamala and her cronies, all right, they're not going to be able to stop us now. They're not going to stop us now, baby, because we are pumping with this massive blue candle up $58. Let me tell you. All right, we are pumping like crazy, baby. Massive red. All right, let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. It's going to come down to the 200 EMA. All right, let's go, Bitcoin. Come on, come on, come on. Preparing for war did try to help, all right? He warned us about the bear flag. But look, this is why you can't, this is why you cannot, look, I asked, should I enter a new LOMG, a new LOMG? And 71% said yes. So I guess the joke's on me. You didn't tell me to long. You told me to LOMG. You told me to LOMG. Where can you see order flow for free? You can't see extra charts for free, but Coinalyze.net is free. Coinalyze.net is free. Come on, Bitcoin. A little bit of bearish absorption here. Very, very slight, very slight. But, oh man. Okay, here we go. We're getting a little bit of a pump. Is CryptoFace still live? Hang on, let's refresh. Look, man, me and CryptoFace have the same entry, baby. We have the same entry. All right, let's go. All right, look, guys, I don't recommend trading off of YouTubers and chats. All right, this is what happens if you trade without a plan. All right, you're gonna turn a $300 win into a $400 loss. All right, $300 win into a $500 loss. Sheesh, man. This is horrible stuff. Hope Theory says that's not a bear flag. That's a bull flag, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. All right, this might get stopped out. I don't know. I have nothing else to talk about. I'm sorry. I love all of you. May God bless you in Jesus' name. May the Lord bless you all in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, I pray you and your family are super blessed. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully Hopefully we get a big move tomorrow or Friday or next week. But don't worry, we'll be live to catch it, baby. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Peace.